Surfshark promises premium features and unlimited devices for the price of a cup of coffee. And that sounds almost too good to be true. And we weren't sure whether or not to trust the marketing, so we stress tested everything. Now let's start with the headline feature that sounds simple but actually changes everything here: unlimited devices. Most premium VPNs cap you at 5 or 6 simultaneous connections, and that covers your phone, laptop, TV, tablet, and maybe a console. Add anything else and something has to disconnect. Think of it like a power strip with only 5 outlets. Once it's full, you're constantly unplugging one device to protect another. Surfshark removes that limit entirely, meaning there's no fixed cap. 10 devices, 20, even more, it's unlimited. During our testing, we ran multiple devices at once and monitored performance, stability, and drop-offs. And in theory, that's a huge advantage, but unlimited only matters if the performance actually holds up. If a VPN cuts corners to lower the price, you usually see it in speed first. Either performance drops over long distances, or consistency starts to fall apart under sustained use. Nearby servers are rarely the issue here, but almost every VPN performs well when you connect to something close by. So the real test here is distance. US to Europe, US to Asia, thousands of miles away. And that's where weaker networks tend to struggle. Surfshark runs its network on 10 gigabit servers and uses WireGuard as its default high-speed protocol, which is what we tested. WireGuard is modern, lightweight, and generally faster than older protocols like OpenVPN. On nearby servers, speeds were close to our baseline, no noticeable slowdowns during browsing or streaming. We also ran extended sessions to test stability over time, since cheaper networks sometimes degrade after prolonged use. On longer distance connections, speed did drop, which is to be expected, but the reduction wasn't extreme. In our test, 4K streaming remained smooth, large downloads completed without stalling, and latency, while a little bit higher, stayed within a usable range. But more importantly, performance stayed consistent. No sharp drops, no random instability mid-session. For a VPN at this price point, that's pretty surprising. And if you're trying to improve your connection performance more broadly, we've also uncovered a DNS setting that can help a lot. You'll find that video linked down below. Next up is streaming and performance. A VPN can look strong on paper and still fail the moment a platform detects it. We tested Netflix across the US, UK, and Japan, and all 3 loaded without any proxy errors. Stream started quickly and held resolution without drops in quality or excessive buffering. Disney Plus and Amazon Prime Video also worked really well. We tested multiple servers in each region rather than relying on a single connection to rule out one-off success. Now, streaming reliability always changes over time because platforms continuously update their detection systems. But during testing, Surfshark accessed the major libraries without requiring constant troubleshooting. Now, on restricted networks, there's also camouflage mode. This is Surfshark's obfuscation feature, and it masks VPN traffic so it appears more like regular encrypted web traffic. That's definitely less relevant for home streaming and more useful on networks that actively block VPN usage, such as schools, offices, or public Wi-Fi with firewall restrictions. With camouflage mode enabled under OpenVPN, the connection did not immediately trigger blocking on restricted test networks. But do be aware that Surfshark is not considered reliable in China. Based on testing feedback and current support guidance, it's not the VPN you should choose specifically to bypass the Great Firewall. So if bypassing China's restrictions is your primary goal, we've covered alternatives in a separate video linked down below. So again, we're not seeing any streaming compromises often associated with lower cost services, which again is a good sign. The only real catch that we found comes down to pricing. The introductory rate is genuinely low and very competitive. But like most long-term subscription services, it increases when the initial term ends, and that's kind of the industry norm for VPNs. The renewal price isn't unreasonable by any means, it's just important to understand that the initial rate that you see only applies for that first term. So if you're wondering why it looks so cheap, the answer is simple: aggressive introductory pricing. The good news is that for those first 2 years, or whichever term you choose, Surfshark offers some of the lowest introductory pricing for a premium VPN across the market. After that, the price is going to move in line with other top-tier providers. And at that stage, you can always reassess. There's no lock-in beyond the term that you choose. So ultimately, the big question is whether or not Surfshark is cutting corners owners to hit a low price. And based on our testing, there is no clear evidence that that is the case. Streaming works across major platforms, and unlimited device connections are very practical. Where Surfshark stands out most is the unlimited device connections. It really is a game changer for households, small businesses, or people juggling endless devices, calling myself out there, who don't want to deal with connection limits. The value is there, especially during the initial term, so to find out what the current introductory offer is, we've included the official link down below that'll give you the lowest available price, plus a few months for free depending on your region. But that's all for this Surfshark review. Let us know what you think of the platform down in the comments, and thanks so much for watching VPN Mentor. We'll see you in the next video.